You're an affiliate. You're a mom. So how did you decide? How did you make time for all of this? When did you decide, okay, I'm great here on eBay, but now I want to go to Amazon? What made you decide to go to the next level in your business? How did you make that decision to move on?
Great question, Val. I'm always looking for points where I can leverage my time and my resources of money. So Amazon is a marketplace that sells a lot more even than eBay. You know, there are a lot of transactions going on eBay every single day. But Amazon, the way it's structured, works a little bit differently, and even more money moves through Amazon. So, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. So, the Amazon marketplace is very, very powerful. And when I started devoting some time to learning about that, and especially with Genesis, it's been transformative for my business.
So you saw an opportunity to basically another stream of income. And then you also did the affiliate side. When you first started, you said you weren't interested in building the affiliate side of the business, but then you changed your mind. So, how would you say you spread out your day in terms of working the e-commerce side and the affiliate side? How do you balance your day? When do you decide to leverage more time to the e-commerce side or as opposed to the affiliate side?
That's a great question, Val. It's really important for people to understand that as you're growing your business, you don't have to have all the answers, and a plan is helpful, but it doesn't have to be in concrete. So, one thing that I've constantly been doing is evaluating how I spend my time, how I spend my capital resources, and so it depends on what's going on the affiliate side or the e-commerce side. Right now, I probably spend about even on the e-commerce and affiliate side, but as my business has grown, it's been a different situation. So I'm kind of just depending on what's going on. You know, some months I've spent a lot more time on the affiliate side. Sometimes I've spent more time on the e-commerce side, and so it's all about what's the next breakthrough. What is the next thing, that bottleneck that's going to keep me when I break through it, that I can get to that next level in my business. So that's really what I focus on, is what needs the most attention to break through to really unlock some more revenue.
Mm-hmm. So a breakthrough. I never thought about that. So you speak a lot about Genesis. So is that your favorite product right now?
Yes, it is, Val. And I want to tell people very honestly and very seriously that you need to look at it and do what you can to get it. Because my husband and I were running numbers just this weekend based on, I have one product, I'm bringing in a variation of that product that's probably going to sell similar volume. And just looking at those two products and a couple more products that we'll be adding in, but just those two products, just what I've already been able to do with the one product, honestly, in about 4 months or so, it's very, very powerful. So, you know, even if you have Genesis and you're kind of sitting on it and you haven't decided what you want to order yet and create a branded product, there's so much power in your branded product. I mean, it's going to be very, very interesting this next year, Val.
Well, how many branded products do you have, and how long did it take you to find those products?
It takes me less than an hour to find a product, and honestly, I probably should have spent more time looking for products, but it's a different timeline. So it's not just you list it and it sells
Right.
the same day, right?
Right.
There's more of a lead time, and so I think that's why people kind of hesitate on it. But I have one product right now. I have 40 cases of that product and its variation arriving tomorrow. and so we'll be going from there on that product, and then I have another one that I'm in the process of sourcing, and I'm going to be looking for another one right away this week.
Now, is there a certain number of products you want to make available? For example, are you concerned about managing inventory? Do you just want to have maybe 5 or 10 products because you're expecting it'll help you create a certain amount of income? What is your thinking going forward with Genesis?
I think some of it will depend on how much the products that I'm bringing in ramp up, but 5 to 10 is probably a very healthy number for income.
Wow, that sounds very doable as well.
Right. Well, and the thing is, Val, this is such a powerful income generating machine, and it's not just something that will allow me and my husband to, have our family home together every day, but it's also something that's going to enable us to really make an impact around the world. I mean, there are kids eating out of garbage dumps, and honestly, that is not okay. That's just not okay. And so when you don't have any margin in your finances, you can't make an impact outside of your own life, because your resources are all tied up. When you can generate beyond your needs, especially far beyond your needs, which is what Genesis allows you to do, and there are a lot more options on being able to really make a difference and alleviate other people's pain and suffering in the world.
Right, and I think that's one of the main things that one of the founders of DS Foundation speaks about. Roger, how he talks about wanting to help average people, just really help them succeed. And when you see so many stories about just personal success, but also the stories of where people came from. We have so many people who have stories where they were homeless, they were sleeping in their cars, when they just lost their jobs, and they were just at the very end of their rope. But I think it's a really good point to mention about giving back. So I think a lot of us have this desire to help others, and become something bigger than ourselves. And honestly, you need money, you need capital to do that. There's absolutely no way around that. If you don't have it, you can't help others. And if you can't help yourself, how are you going to end your life? Constantly worried about money, constantly struggling to make money. And I truly believe that we're not put on this earth to suffer. I really don't believe that. I believe we are meant to thrive. It's just a matter of finding and using the tools and resources that we're probably seeing every day, but taking them seriously. So I think that's a great point. I think a lot of people think, it's about just making all this money and doing all these great things. But some people really have a strong desire to do more. And if that's you, then this is an opportunity to help you get there. Because as Jen said, she was in real estate before, and look at the huge risk in capital that it takes to get going, and you never know when you're going to make that money back. And here with e-commerce, it's 24 hours a day. People are constantly buying, and you have this opportunity. So really think about that in your business, and a bigger game plan. And that's a question, Jen. You talk about wanting to help others. Is there anything else you see yourself doing? Excuse me, would you consider DS domination to be like the quote unquote end game for you? Is there something more you want to do?
Well, I definitely love what's going on in e-commerce for my business, and I'm also, there's the affiliate side, but I definitely work on other internet marketing projects. So I love the power of the internet, the leverage that it creates, and so that's something that I'm always working on, is internet marketing.
Okay. So were you new to internet marketing before you joined DSD?
I had been learning for a while, started learning for our real estate business. Instead of putting out "We Buy Houses" signs and getting fines from the city, we were ranking on Google for We Buy Houses. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's where I first started learning about the power of the internet for marketing.
So how do you grow your affiliate side of the business with the eBay and the Amazon side? DSD pretty much takes care of that for the most part. So what for you are your most powerful ways to build your affiliate income?
On the affiliate side, I have a lot of videos on YouTube, and I email my list, and I have a blog that I put my videos on, and send my email list to my blog so they can see either testimonials, or we have a lot of hangouts on our team, or I answer questions or things like that. So it's pretty much videos and my blog and the email.
Well, here's a great question that you mentioned, YouTube. Many people express this huge fear of getting in front of the camera. I mean, they're just so shaken up by the idea of putting their face out there. And I'm always tackling this. What would be your advice to someone who, they really see the power of doing videos, but they're just like, I can't. What advice would you give them?
Well, I would say that there are a few things going on there, and honestly, I think it's interesting. We're kind of in our heads afraid of rejection, but people connect with you when you're on video in a way that they won't be able to connect with you in other ways. And so when you make yourself vulnerable, as you may believe you're vulnerable, even though you're not really vulnerable, that opens the door for people to connect with you further. So that's one thing I would say. Put your ego out of the way. You don't have to be perfect. No one expects you to be perfect. People will love you in the process of what you're doing online, and just getting started, recording a video. You're going to be able to feel more comfortable the more you do it. So if you record a video a day, that's going to get you there a lot faster than a video a month, right?
Right.
I think, at least me personally, if you go back through my YouTube channel, you'll see some just horrible videos. But just terrible. I mean, I was totally uncomfortable. I was trying to be perfect. I was trying to come across as professional and knowing what I was talking about, but I was so nervous, and it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. There's always going to be another video. Honestly, I mean, how many hangouts have we done together, Val?
Yes.
Right? And I'm sure that I could have said a lot of things better, or had a different look on my face, or whatever. But it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going. That's what I would say.
I think that's great advice. You just have to get it done. I think a lot of people are afraid of not being perfect, of not looking a certain way, of not sounding a certain way, of not speaking a certain way, and it makes you more relatable. When someone sees that you're just completely human, and you make mistakes, and you fumble, and you lose your train of thought, and your words get all jumbled. So I think that's awesome advice, Jen. I think that's awesome. Thank you so much for that, because I hear that all the time across the board, and we really would love to. People really want to see you and connect with you. So give them what they want, which is you. You are perfect the way you are. You are enough for someone to join you. So if you're
and then say they don't connect with you or me,
right,
who are they going to connect with? There's someone that they're looking for, and that is you, not you, Val, you who's watching, who have a story. You have a story, and you've overcome challenges in your life, and you have something valuable to give into somebody else's life. So video is a very powerful way to do that, and I definitely recommend it for anyone working on the affiliate side. Very, very powerful.
I totally agree.